Hey everyone, welcome back to the Max&MiaPodcast. I'm Mia.
And I'm Max. Thanks for joining us today. How are you, Mia?
I'm good, just a little tired. I stayed up too late watching a series last night.
Oh, really? Which one?
The Last of Us. I couldn't stop watching. It's so intense.
That show is wild. But yeah, if you're watching it at night, no wonder you're tired today.
Yes, I watched like 3 episodes in a row. Big mistake. I need more sleep now. What about you? How's your week going?
Pretty normal. Except yesterday I forgot my umbrella and got completely soaked in the rain.
Oh no, that sounds awful. Did you change your clothes when you got home?
Not right away. And now I have a little cough.
Max, that's how people get sick.
I know. I already drank some tea and wrapped myself in a blanket. I'm okay, I promise.
Well, you'd better be. We need you healthy for the podcast.
Right. Speaking of being healthy, that's actually what we're talking about today.
Exactly. Today's episode is all about health and common illnesses. You know, the kind of stuff we all deal with from time to time. A cold, the flu, a sore throat.
Or even just feeling tired like you today.
Yes, sometimes it's not a big sickness, but our bodies are telling us to rest. So in today's episode, we'll talk about that. We'll also listen to some short audios, learn useful words, and ask you a few fun questions.
It'll be simple, clear, and super helpful, especially if you ever have to talk about health in English.
So grab some tea, get comfortable, and let's get started.
Okay, Mia, let's play a little game. I'll name a symptom or ask a question, and you tell me what illness it could be. Ready?
Let's do it.
If someone has a fever, a cough, and body aches, what could it be?
That sounds like the flu.
Exactly. The flu is a viral infection that affects your respiratory system. It causes symptoms like fever, chills, body aches, and fatigue. It's usually contagious, so it's important to rest, drink fluids, and stay home.
Your turn. If I can't stop sneezing and my eyes are itchy.
That sounds like allergies.
Yes, allergies happen when your immune system reacts to things like pollen, dust, or pet dander. They can cause sneezing, itchy eyes, and a runny nose. It's common in spring, but it can happen anytime.
What if your nose is stuffy and you have a sore throat but no fever?
That's probably just a cold.
Right. A cold is caused by a virus and usually gives you a stuffy nose, sore throat, and mild cough. Unlike the flu, it's not as severe, and you don't often get a fever with it. Rest and fluids help with this one, too.
Okay, what if someone says, "My head hurts a lot"?
That's a headache.
A headache can happen for many reasons. Stress, dehydration, lack of sleep, or even a cold. It's usually pain in your head or neck area. If it's very strong, it could be a migraine, which is a more intense type of headache that can make you feel nauseous.
And if the pain is only on one side and it's very strong?
Oh, that could be a migraine.
Yes! Migraines are often worse than regular headaches. They can cause intense pain, nausea, and sensitivity to lighter sound. They're usually on one side of the head, and sometimes people even see aura, like flashing lights, before the headache starts.
Max, what if someone feels pain in their stomach after eating something bad?
That might be food poisoning.
Food poisoning happens when you eat contaminated food. It can cause nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, and sometimes diarrhea. It's important to stay hydrated and rest while your body fights off the bacteria or virus.
And what if your throat hurts when you swallow?
That's a classic sore throat.
Right. A sore throat is usually caused by a viral or bacterial infection, like a cold or strep throat. It can make swallowing painful and often comes with other symptoms, like a runny nose or fever. If it lasts more than a few days, it's good to see a doctor.
If someone is coughing a lot and finds it hard to breathe?
It could be bronchitis or maybe asthma.
Bronchitis is when the bronchial tubes in your lungs get inflamed, making you cough and feel tight in your chest. Asthma, on the other hand, is a long-term condition that causes your airways to narrow, making it hard to breathe, especially with exercise or when exposed to allergens.
Here's one. Red spots on the skin, itching, maybe even a rash. What is it?
Could be a skin allergy or maybe chicken pox if it's a child.
Yes. Skin allergies are reactions to things like certain fabrics, lotions, or foods. They cause redness, itching, and sometimes a rash. Chickenpox is a viral infection that causes an itchy red rash all over the body, especially in children.
And what if someone says their stomach hurts and they keep going to the bathroom?
That might be diarrhea or a stomach bug.
Diarrhea is when you have loose or watery stools, often caused by infections, food, or stress. A stomach bug, or gastroenteritis, usually causes nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, and it can spread easily.
What do you call it when your ear hurts and you can't hear well?
That could be an ear infection.
Ear infections are common in children but can happen at any age. They cause pain, often with trouble hearing, and can be caused by bacteria or a virus. Sometimes you'll also feel pressure or a feeling of fullness in your ear.
Okay, Max, last one. Your eyes are red, itchy, and full of tears.
That's probably pink eye or conjunctivitis.
Yes. Pink eye is an infection of the eye's outer layer. It makes your eyes red, itchy, and watery, and it's often very contagious. It can be caused by bacteria, viruses, or even allergies.
15 in total. And the best part, now our listeners know how to talk about them in English.
Wow, we just went through so many illnesses. Let's count them. Flu, allergies, cold, headache, migraine, food poisoning, sore throat, bronchitis, asthma, skin allergy, chickenpox, diarrhea, stomach bug, ear infection, and pink eye.
Let's see what happens and how many of these illnesses show up.
Exactly. And up next, we'll listen to our first audio.
Listen to the people talk to the doctor. What's wrong with each person? Ben.
So, Ben, how are you today?
I feel really terrible, Dr. McIntosh.
What's the problem?
I have a bad earache.
Yes, I see. I'm going to give you some drops. Use the drops in the morning before breakfast.
Before breakfast? Okay. Thanks, doctor.
Laura.
Laura, you don't look very well.
And I feel awful.
Do you have a fever?
Yes, and I have this bad cough.
Well, you have the flu.
What can I do?
There's only one thing to do. Go home and sleep.
Okay, I can do that. Thank you, doctor.
Francis.
Hello, Dr. McIntosh. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks, Francis. How are you?
Not so good.
Sorry to hear that. How's your back?
It's better. Now it's my knees. I have sore knees.
That happens to athletes. What sports do you play again?
Tennis and volleyball.
Here's what you're going to do, Francis. First, take some aspirin. And don't play any sports this week.
No sports?
No sports.
Okay. Thanks, Dr. McIntosh.
Now that we've listened to the first audio, it's time for our first round of questions.
Yes. Let's see how much you understood from the doctor's visit. We'll ask a few simple questions, and you can answer along with us.
Remember, no rush. Just take your time to think about it. Ready? Here we go.
Question number 1. What's wrong with Ben? Option A. He has the flu. Option B. He has an earache. Option C. He has a toothache. The correct answer is Option B. He has an earache.
Question number 2. What's wrong with Laura? Option A. She has a fever. Option B. She has a cough. Option C. She has the flu. The correct answer is Option C. She has the flu.
Question number 3. What's wrong with Francis? Option A. She has a sore knee. Option B. She has a backache. And option C. She has a cold. The correct answer is Option A. She has a sore knee. Great job with the first round of questions. Now, let's move on to our second audio of the day.
This one's a bit different. Let's see what you can catch this time.
Pay close attention, and we'll be back with more questions afterward. Enjoy.
Nicole.
I don't take any medication for it. To my mind, the discomfort is an indication of a problem that needs to be fixed. But I do spend a lot of time doing yoga and the stretches that my osteopath has given me. Bit by bit, the muscles are easing and I feel my spine straightening up. There's no quick fix, though.
James.
It came on quite suddenly during the evening. No real surprise, as my girlfriend had been complaining about it the day before. Now it really hurts when I swallow it, even when I speak. And my voice feels raspy and hoarse. I guess the glands are swollen. It helps when I eat ice cream. It numbs the pain, but only for a while, so unless I eat ice cream constantly, I'll just have to live with it. I expect it'll be gone in a day or two.
Brian.
My friends said I was just making a big deal out of nothing, but that definitely wasn't the case. I had all the symptoms of a cold, runny nose, cough, and so on. But also I had a headache. My whole body ached, and I was so tired I couldn't get out of bed. Even if someone had said there was $1,000 outside the doorstep for me, if I just got up and collected it, I would have ignored them.
Chloe.
It happened after a wedding. I'm not sure if it was something in the food or whether it spread by lots of people touching the same door handles, but I know quite a few guests came down with it. It wasn't very pleasant. First, I threw up in the night and then, I won't go into details, but it was coming out at both ends, so to speak. I took some of those dehydration sachets and stayed at home. It only lasted a couple of days, thankfully.
Tony.
I've never had anything like this before. I know a few people who have allergies, and they break out if they eat nuts or use a certain skin cream or laundry detergent, but I never have problems like that. I haven't used anything like that lately, so I don't know why this patch on my arm is so red and swollen right now. I'm going to see the doctor about it, in case it's a symptom of something serious.
Louise.
I'm not sure why it happened. One minute the vet was explaining my cat's illness, and then I suddenly began to feel lightheaded. Before I had the chance to find a place to sit down, I had toppled over. I regained consciousness on the floor. I have no idea how long I was out for, probably just a few seconds. The vet gave me some water and allowed me to sit for a while in the clinic until I felt better. I guess it was the shock that caused it.
All right, we just finished the second audio. Time for the second round of questions.
Exactly. Let's see how much you caught from that conversation. Remember, these questions are all about understanding what the characters said and how they handled the situation.
Take a deep breath, relax, and let's dive in. Question number 1. What's wrong with Nicole? Option A, she has a headache. Option B, she has a backache. Option C, she has the flu. The correct answer is option B, she has a backache.
Question number 2. What's wrong with James? Option A, he has sunburn. Option B, he has a sore throat. Option C, he has a rash. The correct answer is option B, he has a sore throat.
Question number 3. What's wrong with Brian? Option A, he has a headache. Option B, he has a backache. Option C, he has the flu. The correct answer is option C, he has the flu.
Question number 4. What's wrong with Chloe? Option A, she has the flu. Option B, she has a stomach bug. Option C, she has a rash. The correct answer is option B, she has a stomach bug.
Question number 5. What's wrong with Tony? Option A, he has a stomach bug. Option B, he has a rash. Option C, he is fainting. The correct answer is option B, he has a rash.
Question number 6. What's wrong with Louise? Option A, she has a rash. Option B, she is fainting, and option C, she has a cough. The correct answer is option B, she is fainting.
All right, we've just gone through a lot of different symptoms and situations, and now it's time to talk about how to take care of yourself when you start feeling sick. So, Mia, what do you recommend first?
Well, Max, first of all, if you have a fever, the best thing you can do is rest. Your body is working hard to fight off whatever infection you have, so giving it the time it needs to heal is super important.
That makes sense. So, if you feel that fever coming on, just take it easy, huh?
Exactly. And drink lots of fluids, water, herbal teas, even soups. Fluids help keep your body hydrated and can also help lower your temperature if you have a fever.
I'm always surprised at how effective something as simple as drinking water can be. But what about sleep?
Sleep is essential. Your body repairs itself while you sleep, so if you're feeling under the weather, take naps and try to get at least 7 to 8 hours of rest at night. That's one of the best ways to recover.
Good to know. So we've got rest, hydration, and sleep. What else?
If you're dealing with something like a sore throat, saltwater gargles can help soothe the pain. If it's a headache, make sure you're staying hydrated and avoid too much screen time or bright lights.
That's a good tip. And how about medication?
For mild symptoms like a cold or headache, over-the-counter medications like pain relievers or decongestants can be helpful. But always be careful with what you're taking. And if you're unsure, it's best to ask a doctor or pharmacist.
Totally. So, when should we go see a doctor? When do you know it's time?
If your symptoms last for more than a few days, or if you have a high fever, difficulty breathing, or sharp pain, it's definitely time to see a doctor. It's always better to be safe and get checked out if you're concerned.
Agreed. And don't wait until things get worse. Early treatment can make a big difference.
Exactly. And one final piece of advice: wash your hands regularly to avoid spreading germs. It's one of the easiest and most effective ways to stay healthy.
So, there you have it. Some simple tips to help you recover and know when it's time to see a professional. Remember, taking care of your body is the first step to getting better.
We hope these tips help you stay healthy, and if you're ever unsure about your symptoms, don't hesitate to reach out to a doctor.
Before we go, make sure to subscribe to our podcast so you don't miss any of our future episodes. We've got more health tips, interesting discussions, and fun conversations coming your way.
And if you liked today's episode, please leave us a review and share it with your friends. The more, the merrier.
Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time.
Stay healthy, everyone.